Should we hit that filter then?
I think that's clearly what Oana says, Sakky.
Oh yeah, that's clearly what I'm doing, DJ.
Very, again, it's the minimalism, right? This is an incredibly simple list. Like, there's quite a
Mm.
lot you could do with filters. You have filters that are already
Mm.
open, filters that have, drag and drop. If you had color, you could have like actual color circles already present. There's a lot of things they could do here.
I really like it because I think compared to other providers, you're getting to see all the different options you have here. Because I have seen open and closed versions or like open filters before, but here I know everything that I can filter off straight away. What would you filter first on?
So I think here I'd go for the things that I know, like the size. If I have like a specific price range, then I'd put that. Because there are things that you kind of have preferences for, but because they're more flexible, like the color, the sleeve length, then I'd probably leave those and just put the ones that I know for sure. Like, my size is not going to change, and the price I'm not going to pay. Probably not going to pay the top range for a single top.
And isn't it interesting?
Here's the time of Wana's sentence progressing, and here's the axis for DJ's mouth opening, and it just goes like this.
It's not a natural thing. It's not a conversation. You don't know.
And because what I wanted to say, yeah, that's interesting because the two things that Oana said right at the beginning, size and price, are the things that are both at the bottom.
Reachable.
Reachable, yeah, that is true. They are reachable. But I guess from a typical hierarchy, you would expected it to be at the top, which they actually have sales/new season.
Slightly off topic, but don't you think that's always interesting how you're meant to order it by what's important, but what's at the very top is always the furthest away?
Yeah.
Ah,
Just a thought.
should quote that one.
I actually like it being at the bottom. Like, that's the first thing that I looked at. Maybe because I'm used to on my phone always, because it's easier to reach at the bottom. So maybe the hierarchy is reversed on apps than it is on desktops.
That's so deep that we should skip past it for now. Again, they don't have icons either. Keeping to that minimal look. I know they're all closed right now as filters. In its empty state, the price is begging for me to be like a slider. And I know, Oana, you mentioned about size. Maybe it wouldn't be the most coherent design pattern to introduce, but you mentioned size and price being the kind of maybe deal breakers for you. Could that be the case for a lot of people? Because I think size and price would also be a deal breaker for me. Like, if you don't have it in my size, well, I'm not going to buy it. And if it's out of my price range, I'm not going to buy it.
Like, particularly around the size and the body fit. But like, if you're shopping in a 2-month period, you're probably not going to go from normal to maternity to tall to petite, right? So like,
Yeah,
I think that
that's a
for
really
me
good point.
I actually do that every time I go on the app, and I find it really frustrating.
Maybe this is why they made such a big deal out of that screen at the beginning, because you can actually save searches now.
Yeah, I
based on
actually got a
filters.
little low-key excited about that feature, so I'm going to go shopping after this.
They, I imagine, took a long time to rectify that problem, and we identified it in a video in about 10 minutes.
Where do I sign? Right? Let's take a look at one of these filters, shall we? One of you mentioned price and size. I'll tap onto price. Oh, for God's sakes.
A whole new screen for that.
I bet sizes. Yeah, this is insane. DJ, have you ever seen this many sizes in the men's department? Because I would just be like, no way.
It's actually
Yeah.
Oh my God.
crazy.
Welcome to my world, guys.
Especially the number of items in there as well. I mentioned there's 8,000. Now you're filtering it down. It's like a different
There's
range.
8,000 sizes.
And you wonder why I spend hours shopping online.
Wow.
Because it takes me 2 hours just to filter everything down to 2 tops.
Okay, and going back to the Domino's example, link in description for that episode below, guys. Unlike things like pizza, you are going to take a bit more time, and you are going to take a lot of time, I think, thinking about exactly what fits, what looks nice and stuff. And to me, this is a big problem. The experience here, like, I think the perfect word you used, Oana, is daunting. There are so many options. It's insane. Like, and oh my God, can you imagine not saving these before? I would have just given up on the app. I would have given up. That is, like, I can see more and more why if that was an important change that's happened, but this is so much.
And actually, what's the Norman Nielsen principle? Like, more options reduce the quality of the user experience or something like that. So,
Yeah.
okay, let's go for medium.
Okay.
It's the same top.
Oh, sorry. Do we want to do more filters? Sorry. Yeah. Probably do more filters. Oh, see that? See,
What?
wait. As soon as you save it, yeah, DJ, you make it. No, you make the point. You make the point. No,
No, please go
you
ahead.
make the
Go
point.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I've already stolen one. Let me not steal another.
Well, the fact that when you save the size, the call to action is view items, which takes you to the items, but it assumes that you don't want to do any more filtering, which, considering this is the second filter we've clicked on, yeah.
They should have 2 buttons. View all, view items or something.
Well, I feel like you're jumping to the solution here too quickly.
Okay, sorry.
But
This is technically
Having-
not feasible, spoken by a PM. We've looked at our resources and we've decided that 2
Yes.
buttons not currently
we added it to
applicable.
our backlog. It's going to be done in 2025.
UX debt board.
Well, actually, no, I do agree because I find myself doing that a lot by accident. Is I'll choose a filter, I'll have the intention to go back and choose more filters, but I'll accidentally click on the button because it's just the main call to action, so my attention just goes directly to it.
So can you actually click on one of the options and then hit the back arrow and it will maintain that, or what happens? Like if you hit the yes, you're already on medium. So if you hit the back arrow now, yeah. So
You just go back to the screen
yeah,
where
so it does actually save it, but that's not obviously clear that going back saves it.
there's no state change here for when you have selected a filter. I feel as though I would want a state change of some sort, just to say that size is now bin filters, whether everything else is not.
Yeah, especially when it's just a one letter that's an M. It's not exactly noticeable.
Body fit maybe could drive the size options that you get presented. Okay. I'm not well versed in this is not yeah. Exactly. I should empathize with people before I before I start coming up with ideas.
This is like, what was that meme, DJ, that I showed you from Twitter? Here is a man, and he has opinions. It's just like, you should not have opinions about these things.
It keeps going like all the way down, and then we'll get a new bunch.
This is nice.
Yeah, I mean you can't just declare it's nice. Sakky.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is one who likes the top.
Where is the meme when I need it again?
I'll keep scrolling. You just tell me to stop.
Okay. Oh, simple white one on the left.
Okay.
The object V-neck T.
Oh, did you see that animation, DJ?
Oh, I did. Let's see it
That
again.
image expand out. The image pushes out
Yeah.
and becomes bigger.
Nice.
Yeah.